Hey everybody, welcome to Lex's World. How you all doing? So I had a different episode lined up for this week, something about leaf miners, but then we had some big cannabis news come down the pipe, and I thought, well, gotta cover it and talk about it. So what happened? Well, you might have not even heard this, but hemp is now going to be legalized across the United States. And the definition for what industrial hemp means has been made quite broad, which has some interesting implications in the CBD world. Now, some of you might be a little bit confused because you're thinking, wait a minute, wasn't hemp legalized in like 2014 with the 2014 Farm Bill that Obama signed? Well, actually, in that case, hemp was legalized only in very, very strict conditions for research purposes and other things like that, and only in some states. It really wasn't all encompassing. But the program was a big hit in Kentucky. That's Mitch MccConnell's home state. And by the way, Mitch MccConnell, interestingly, pushed for the addition of that partial hemp legalization in 2014, and now he is behind the addition of the hemp legalization into the 2018 Farm Bill. So I don't know, black is white, up is down, and Mitch MccConnell is actually doing useful things. I am as shocked as you guys are. So what happened? Basically, this farm bill states that if a cannabis plant has less than 0.3% of THC, then it means that is hemp. Now, by itself, that's interesting. I've done an episode on hemp versus cannabis before. I'll link to it in the description for those of you who don't really know what hemp is exactly, but it's a very useful variation of the cannabis plant that can be used industrially, for rope, for textiles, for paper. It can be used for hempcrete, like concrete made of hemp. There's really no end to the utilities. But what makes this announcement even more interesting is what they've done is they've messed with the definition of the kind of resin cannabis can have to be considered something legal. When you combine this with a recent change by the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, they recently reclassified CBD from Schedule 1 to Schedule 5 and essentially loosened up the rules around CBD significantly. Now, according to the DEA, a plant has to have less than 0.1% of THC for it to be considered a CBD-rich plant, but that's a detail. What I'm getting at here is that there's now a situation across all 50 US states where if you have a plant with very, very low THC, but it's a female that has a very high percentage of CBD and still has resin on it, that plant can now be grown legally. Now, you still can't have CBD unless you're in certain states, like you can't buy it as a consumer, and as a farmer growing hemp, you're still going to have to overcome various hurdles with your local regulators, but this is a huge, huge deal. A few years ago, this was all theory because there wasn't a whole lot of plants out there that were bred with such a low THC content and a high CBD content. But now we have several breeders around the world who are engaged in this kind of thing. So I think that while this is a terrific opportunity for industrial hemp to take off, I think that this is an even bigger opportunity for CBD to take off. And once again, CBD is enormously useful. It's a terrific anti-anxiety compound. It even inhibits certain kinds of cancer cells, which is why I find it fascinating. So really a good day all around for cannabis and hemp especially. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys today, and this is kind of an improvised, lame episode, so I kind of want to top it off with something. Giveaway on the Instagram? Giveaway on the Instagram. What I'll do is I'll put together a little prize pack, and we'll do a giveaway on it, and I'll link to my Instagram in the video description as well. So check that out to win, and subscribe if you're new here, and hit that like button. and we'll see you all next time on Lex's World.